are there any grants being given to folks in order to acquire property?
To my knowledge, no. And I've already denied people that have clarified if that was for. Though I am a believer in someone that is trying to acquire a property from people to use for their pre-existing business that benefits Los Santos County and other counties. I do believe there could be wiggle room for that support.
Okay. Have these events been audited?
Have they been attended and have they been validated as to have taken place?
Yeah. So as an example, someone was given a plane for events, right?
For recently, was it B2 Ventures, that one?
Yep. Like using that as an example, or even the Gang Olympics, like does the validation?
The validation would be the people that have attended these events being used. An example of this was a while ago. I approved a siren radio. And I told them for the stipulations of this helicopter be used for siren radio, because it's already a credible business as is for what it's done for the county, is that it'll be used and only used.
Is there someone in your office that's like in charge of validating?
These events? It would mainly be, I would say, Helios, who attends these. And he is a Parks and Recs person who is more than functional and actually observes most of the events that happen.
Who's in your cabinet today?
Like who's around?
Yeah, who's officially in your cabinet?
We have Helios, Jaina. We have Max, Josh Grimm,
Max, Angel.
Yes.
Helios, Michael's son.
Yes.
Who are the other names?
Jaina Pierce.
Jaina Pierce.
Mm-hmm. Josh Grimm. Mm-hmm. Billy Strutt. To my knowledge, he actually was very helpful with making stuff up north. So I believe that can be useful down here to some capacity. And then probably the big, Andre Tyson.
Andre Tyson, okay.
And then this last person that I have.
So Andre Tyson is in your cabinet?
He doesn't have keys. I look to him as part of the group of giving a voice to and understanding good insight on things that can be receptive to the public wanting.
Wait, why doesn't he, what do you, I'm confused. I said he's in your cabinet and you said he doesn't have keys. I'm not sure what that.
So he has a voice, right? So I was saying, like, I consider him to be a part of.
Why does Andre not get keys but others do?
In what way?
Well, I don't know. You just kind of.
Well, okay, I asked him. He said he didn't. He said he didn't want them. So
what are keys?
Keys to the cabinet. Cabinets. There's a thing to which you can give people that you consider on your council.
What does having keys versus not having keys mean?
Keys. Well, when I say keys, I mean like MDT access and things like that, right? Being able to be on your tablet. Being able to view things, right?
Why does Andre not get keys and everyone else does?
He did not want them.
So he is or he isn't on your cabinet?
Into an official capacity, he is not. So then I just acknowledge him as an ear that can.
You know why?
Can voice something. Why?
Yeah.
Like why he isn't?
Yeah. Why didn't he want keys?
He probably just. Well, I asked him. He just said he didn't care enough. Like to have them, he just didn't want them.
Trying to look up Andre right now on the staff page. Andre Tyson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't look like he's in your cabinet.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Andre Tyson.
I mentioned like he's someone that I would consider to be a part of it, right? The thing is, he doesn't want keys. Or he doesn't want that access to the MDT, like in an official capacity.
So he's like an advisor? Would that be accurate?
I would say that'd be an accurate thing.
But he's not actually in the cabinet, at least per, he doesn't, like, he's not.
Okay, he's like a citizen that I would hold to a value of understanding if there was an issue presented.
I see.
Right? It's like the best way to
Is
interpret
this the same Andre that received $4.5 million?
For the knockout championships that
Yeah.
is currently being helped with from Helios. Yes, those are credible events that he does.
And this is
frequently.
Helios, the same individual that just got done purchasing a $12 million property.
I did hear about that.
Do any of these things concern you?
Helios has been a part of the cabinet for a very long time. To warrant any work or things he would have acquired during that time, to my knowledge, I'm not fully aware, as I was not the mayor at the time, that if he were to buy something that seemed very, well, at a high standard of pay, I would not be able to know, as I was not there for that time being.
So are you suggesting, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so please correct me,
Alrighty.
that Helios may have received money from, whilst in the cabinet, that, these monetary benefits that he may have used?
He also has businesses, right, that make money. Like he has the rainforest. He has, he obviously hosts events like open mic night. Like he does things actively to warrant him making income. So it then turns.
But he has these grants, right? Because you seemingly are like distancing yourself from past mayoral actions, which I can understand, right?
Yeah.
You're now in the seat. But is it accurate? Are you saying that he could have taken grants that you would not have approved that may have been misappropriated?
I would have to go and look, but to my knowledge, the money that he was granted has went to these either events and or businesses that he currently runs.
Okay, all right. Okay, I see.
They're credible because he does throw quite a few events to warrant these.
Understood. Okay.
He did one recently with a bike event, which was actually really nice.
I see. Okay. With the individuals, at least 2 out of the 3 house purchases during this past auction are from individuals that are filing grants. Do you find, what is your, who was it? It was Bruce Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
It was Helios, and there was a third one whose name I'd have to look up.
I'm not aware of any third one. Those were the 2 that were conveyed to me.
It was over a state announcement.
Yeah.
Does it not raise eyebrows that the same individuals that paid a lot of money are equally individuals that are taking up are filing some of the most significant amount of requests?
It is safe to say that these people who have put in these grants do use them for the purposes they put them in for. They do make their own money and avenues through whichever way they do. That's not my concern. Only knowing where the money goes that I send to them and knowing it takes place. Them having that money to purchase those properties and them being susceptible to providing anything related to them buying it.
So you don't believe that there's a relationship between...
I do not.
Okay. So even when I do a sum on this entire table, using those names as the keywords, they're among the top grant requesters who also equally had the most money for the recent auctions. You don't think there's any relationship?
I would say that the money they received, to my knowledge, what they put in for it, especially saying what it would be used for, that I've seen it be used for, because Bruce has given car parts and engines up to the police department, estimating in $2 million of value.
Is he willing to give his house to law enforcement?
Doubtful.
Right. So what I'm trying to kind of underline here is just trying to understand the psyche a bit.
I see what it is viewed as. I do. And obviously, I've told Bruce if he would be open to me checking his bank records to see where obviously a lot of this comes from. So he was more than willing to provide that.
Okay, I see. Why did Bruce bring that up? What prompted him to?
Because he said a lot of people were hating him for buying one of these properties, and then he was saying he'd rather tell me than people tell me what they feel like he is currently doing. And so that's why he talked to me about it. Now I'm susceptible to understanding a lot of circumstances, right? Especially if stuff I may be aware of.
We're talking about Mr. Bruce Baylor that owns Strawberry Avenue 28, South Rockford Drive 352, Strawberry Avenue 22, Strawberry Avenue 20, Strawberry Avenue 24, South Rockford Drive 354, and Chumash Insignia Road 23.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same individual we're referencing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
So what prompt, did he contact you or did you contact him?
He called me.
And okay, and how did that go?
He just communicated that there's a lot of people unhappy with the fact he won the property and are assuming it was used with grant money. And I told them, well, if that's the case, to any capacity, would you want your bank accounts to be subpoenaed, knowing that you didn't do any of this? You'd be okay with it? He said yes.
So I see. Okay. This is the same Bruce Baylor that, okay, I see. Who's making these allegations? Did he mention?
Provide names? No.
I know there was some like Twitter stuff going around, but I didn't see anything pertaining to grants.
He didn't give names. Again, a lot of people are well versed.
I'll read Mr. Liam Law.
Okay.
6 hour ago states, how many gov grants has Bruce Baylor's businesses received, ? Out of curiosity. Do you know the answer to that question?
How many he's given? I mean, I'd have to check in the sheet to see how many he has gotten. Yes.
Give me 1 second. I can run this.
Okay.
Give me just 1 sec. Okay. For the record, this is very much a estimate. I slapped together a really quick formula here. So now, Mr. Mayor, you're going to want to reevaluate, probably run these numbers yourself.
Looking at them now.
Yeah, it's going to take just a second here. And I by no means am inferring. I'm here only for facts, right? But okay, it looks like some of these things don't actually have full numbers on it. Give me a second. Yeah, some of this doesn't have like actual numbers. Okay. You know what? I can take a look at this later. It looks like some of the sheet is got extra more than just like numbers
I do know for a fact Bruce makes a good amount of money. I do know he does based on what he does as a whole within the whole mechanic car market. More about justifying whether or not that to my knowledge, he very well could have just a lot of money that he has made.
I'm gonna just do it manually. 2.5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4.5 plus 5 plus 2 plus. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Goddamn bullshit. 2.5 plus.
Don and I were talking about the property thing as a whole, where since people are having an influx of properties and assets, about seeing if we can introduce fees, especially scaling with residential, commercial, and industrial. So it could actually be something that is that could be really good to do, especially people that have just an indecent amount of assets as is.
Okay, this is an estimated number. It's about $29 million since April. Some of these have the letter P next to it. I don't know what P stands for paid.
That's what they were just left for before I came into. I'm just gonna assume those weren't paid out.
Is that P for pause or P for paid?
I think that's P for pending.
Okay.
But I have no intention of doing that since I wasn't made aware of those before coming to office. So those were more of just ones I left there, and more than definitely just put as no.
Okay. He's received like $5 million for V2 Ventures. Aircraft for events.
This stuff he has done an exceeding amount of events for, which have been provided. And honestly, for the lot of stuff he wants to do, including skydiving and things for other people for these events, it is credible. And other people have done it too that have been witnessed.
And then
it's the same stipulation. If it's used anything outside of the business, it's just not to be taken.
And then another $5 million a week prior to that for another set of events.
I believe that was one he was doing with the merchants. Yeah.
The merchants?
I believe so. He was doing. Did you take that?
No. Go ahead.
It was more of like he does events most times in collaboration with other groups too. So it's more of the anything that is discrepant that he uses outside of what it was proposed for can just be subject to be taken away, which I've made very clear.
He was paid $5 million on the 14th of last month.
Mm-hmm.
Another $5 million 6 days later.
Of what month?
This is all October.
October? Gotcha.
Yeah. Then another $5 million. Another 6 days later. These are a lot of events.
They are validated, right? To a capacity of which they are observed or taking place that other people can attest to.
So,
then yeah.
And it states here that, you know,
before I was in, by the way, just want that to be apparent.
Right. So it states here, that Bruce Baylor twats, for the record, Audra put up 20 mil and B2 Ventures loaned 6 mil. Shake my head at all the hate thread. And the other loan person that requested the, money also stated, wait, did you get Chumash? Mr. Jaquan Jimanas.
JJ.
Yeah. There's a statement in here that states B2 Ventures would like to congratulate Audra Rose on her beach house. First person to use our services, investing small business startups. I see. So if I'm understanding this correctly, he's talking about investing small business startups, real estate financing. Is that what B2 Ventures is about? Investing in small businesses?
I believe it is that, and honestly, event creations. Yeah.
Okay, but how he's on Twitter noted that he loaned out the company that is receiving millions in grants, loaned out $6 million to someone with $10 million already for the purchase of a beach house, right?
Which would be going towards Audra's business, I believe. Yeah. Which is actually a very vital one. That's for materials and furniture as is.
I see. So is this Chumash property? The Chumash property is a residence, right?
I believe so.
So do you see where I'm going with this? So V2 Ventures, is it a loan company?
To my knowledge, no.
Yet it's it as a beneficiary of government grants is loaning someone $6 million to purchase a residential property, right?
Yes, I see it.
Which would mean that B2 Ventures as an entity would have had to have garnered $6 million in profit to have loaned this amount to somebody. He's willing to give you his records?
That's what I'm saying. If I need to request,
is this
that
confusing?
From him,
Like, am I?
No, I
do you not
hear
see
it. I hear
that
it.
there might be an issue here?
I see the issue. I see the possibility of the issue, which is why I've already told them that if he is open to providing these for any justifications, that
would you be able to get me the could you look to, would it be possible to FOIA these? Do you have a business application thing, like something that allows me to see what these businesses are? I'll let you look into that if you need to talk to the DOJ. I don't really know how that all works.
I think that's just something you have to talk to the DOJ about seeing pre-existing businesses and what the service they provide.
Yeah.
That's something I have to ask them for.
All right. This is something to chew on, right? At the end of the day, right, I'm here to investigate if the mayor's office is looking into this. I'd like to hear your.
I can follow up with them, and then if you want any additional information regarding it, I could toss it your way.
I appreciate that, absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope this has been eye-opening to a degree. Obviously,
it definitely tosses more of the probability that people are seeing it more as how do I say this? A leg up in the things that they want to do, knowing that they can inherently get away with it to a capacity.
Mr. Danger, look at me.
Fully aware.
Look at me, Danger.
Okay.
Do you think these people are trying to fuck you because you're nice?
I've already denied people that have tried to do it. Some of these things that have been approved were before I was in office to a capacity.
Do you think prior to your inauguration, these services were used for reappropriation of funds?
To my knowledge, do not believe so, but I wasn't in a position to make that assessment.
So what makes you believe that it wasn't if you weren't in a position to assess?
Just given the knowledge and context of, I'm not aware of behind the scenes of how everything was taken into account when they were put in the request for these.
Did you have access to these request forms prior to you entering into office?
Prior, I think at one point I could see it, but I didn't make it my duty to always check it. I only would.
So it's accurate to say that.
Yeah.
Is it accurate to say that you may have been able to get access, but it was not within your purview?
I wouldn't get access. I would only view like access in what way? Being able to change and approve.
No. See this request form, the grant form, right?
Yeah, it was able to be viewed.
But it was outside of your purview. Is that accurate?
Well, I wouldn't dictate or allocate any of my decision making to going to changing anything that the mayor wanted to do. I was there for other reasons. It's for communication between groups. It wasn't really my position to give those insights to him. The best way to put it is it wasn't communicated to me to always check it, or was it my duty to do as a whole? This was a mayor thing, and it was the thing that the mayor did himself and what he oversaw.
Okay.
That's not like an inadequate answer, right? I'm not.
No. Look,
I didn't have any sway over things.
Here's the thing, Danger. Right. Right now, and I appreciate how open and transparent you've been. I cannot assess whether there even is wrongdoing. Some things can smell like ass, right? But
I do understand this situation with Bruce 100% does look very, very, very troublesome to a capacity.
I don't even want to
checking, right?
And I want to be clear here, right? Bruce's name only comes up because of the twatter activity in conjunction with the state announcement, in conjunction with the allegations. And it's my job to, ask these questions and ascertain it. It doesn't mean that there is or is not any wrongdoing. But, right now it's fact finding. Like, what the hell is going on? Is there a problem? And I hope in the same way this has been eye opening for you, because there may be things that I'm noticing that you were not aware of, right? And I'm hoping we can kind of maintain this open dialogue. Is there any questions that you got for me or things that you want to bring up?
Do you want me to follow up with him and seeing if I can get bank records?
I am not going to ask you to do that for me.
Right.
That is his business. That is his private records. If I need to acquire those, I'll do those through the legal means necessary.
Gotcha.
And I think it is, however, I do think it is your duty as the mayor of
to know about it and
Los Santos County to be overseeing. I would suggest, this is my opinion, that you're responsible to a degree to ensure the veracity of these businesses utilizing the money in the way that is suggested, right? Because at the end of the day, this is the people's money, right? And if that money is they're asking for money for one thing and spending it a different way, or funds are being misappropriated, right? You enter into like gross negligence and beyond responsibility, and irrespective of the immediate thing,
Go.
Irrespective of all this, like, this is like the responsibility of the mayor, right? So So
I made it. What was I gonna say? It was made clear to me, and even something that I've came to an understanding, that even discretionally what they ask for, I can always lower it. So if someone asks for an incredible amount, I can always grant it, but give a lower number as to what I feel actually should be given out.
Well, it goes further than that, right? And that's a good step. I would also say that it is a responsibility to the mayor to make sure that you're verifying beyond trust me, bro, right?
That's why I have people generally verify what they're actually spending it for, right? And that's why I leave it up to, if they provide that, and then I have to go an extra step to actually see it via their records, then yeah, I mean, if they have no issue with doing that, then I don't mind actually taking that step to do so. It's work for the sake of there being no plausible deniability, so that an avenue is checked in case there is something that is off about what they are putting it towards.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Danger will probably be more in touch on this. I'm going to compare notes. I've spoken to the mayor of the North as well, and if there's anything that we can do in, the marshal's office to sort of look into this sort of stuff, please do, keep me appraised. Right.
And everything, if there's anything you need to be provided that I can, just let me know.
Okay. Perfect. All right. You take care. Ending the recording here at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Here in a bit, I do want to talk to you about a property tax law that me and Don would be
sure, absolutely. Oh, sorry. Give me just 1 second.
You're good.
Okay. Let me just respond to this real quick. Hey, sorry, I'm wrapping something up. But go right ahead. Did you want to meet today, or
only if you wanted to still speak to me?
I would like to. Today's probably not best. I've been dealing with a bunch of other fires, so maybe we can schedule for tomorrow.
Sundays don't work